Nico's Rentas here, mentorsapproach.com. Thank you for visiting. And once again, thank you for all the awesome emails I'm getting from everybody. Great support. And I've been getting a lot of Facebook messages and a lot of Instagram messages, which is awesome. Please go on the website and do use the email to submit an email, just because it's hard seeing everything come in and go from there. So here we are, an email that's come in. It's really concerning moving forward after graduation, or moving forward after doing something or achieving something and seeing everybody else be successful and you not being successful. And it does hurt sometimes, because you're like, when's my time coming? When is my time coming? And it's not coming, and it's something that we all deal with. So I'm going to jump right into it. I recently graduated from a business degree and have not been able to land a job. I have applied to go back for my MBA, and I'm worried that I'm making a mistake. Sometimes you need to go with your gut feeling, and if your gut feeling is telling you not to do it, there's a reason why. So look into more of a why. Why do you not, why do you feel it's going to be a mistake? I don't really like accounting, but I see job postings all the time, and I decided to apply. My parents are disappointed in me and believe I should go for it, as that it comes with co-op and it is in accounting, which automatically your parents can be like, oh, he'll have a job or she'll have a job. Okay. On their mind, I'd be thinking the same way, I guess. Like everybody would be thinking that manner. Finish a business degree, can't get a job, but hey, there's accounting jobs everywhere, so why not go become an accountant? My friends graduated with me and landed jobs right away, and it really pisses me off. I feel like I wasted my money, and I will waste more money with the MBA. I am living at home with my parents, and it's been fighting nonstop. We constantly fight. That's horrible. I look at my friends, and I feel that there's something wrong with me. I have nothing and don't see any future. Have you ever felt this way? Any advice would be great. All right. You're in a bad mental state, and that's only because you're not progressing. You're not moving forward. There's not even a hint of baby steps happening. You got into an MBA, which means that you did the test, you passed the test. Okay, it's a GMAT. You passed the GMAT, and then you jumped over from from doing a degree and getting at least a B average, and you got into this program. Not sure what school you got into, but either way, it's a challenging program to get into, and you needed the grades. Some of them need experience too, depending on what program. But with co-op, I think you're just going right into the offshoot of finishing your business degree or whatever degree. So that in itself is an accomplishment. And you gotta look at it that way. But the reason you're doing it, it's like a foreshadow. It's just like, okay, it's there. My parents wanted me to do it, and probably your parents put it in your idea in your head to do that. And personally, if I were you and you said, hey, I just need a job and I'm looking for an account, I wouldn't say go do an MBA so you get your accounting profession. Okay, I would say go to the school that offers accounting and get your accounting designation in something, and start off slowly, and then maybe go get the MBA later, because you're not gonna have any experience. So the use of the MBA comes down the road later. Okay, I've had a lot of friends that went and finished their MBA, and their jump was, some of them were significant, but some of them weren't, and that's because their experience and their knowledge and their how-to wasn't quite there, and a lot of them weren't leaders. The ones that were leaders, that people knew this guy can do great things or this girl can do great things, they jumped up and they could move around a lot easier. Accounting is something that's easy for people who love it. But if you don't love it, then you hate it and you think it's hard. It's like math. I taught math for a long time, and I've employed a lot of accountants. Okay, it's the same thing. Math, honestly, if you don't like math, fuck it. Like, you do what you need to do to get through and finish whatever degree you're doing, because don't waste your time on thinking future in math, because if you don't love it, you won't be able to be successful in it. It takes time. The people who love it, man, like I have two friends, they have like a couple masters in math. It blows my mind. I'm seeing what they're doing, and I'm like, man, accounting, same thing. I got some friends that are actuaries. You could not get me to sit down and do that much accounting. Like, I can't. It's not me. I will not do it. Will I go do a designation downward somewhere down the road so I understand more accounting? Maybe. Do I really need it right now? No. Okay. Do I tell this with people who are thinking about it? Yes. Do you really need something right now? Can you get around it? Okay. I work with firms, and I've worked with my own firm on setting up through consulting, setting up the accounting. And why would I want to go and get a MBA designation or go whatever in accounting when it's better for me to go do what my professional skill is, and that's bring in business, that's consult, that's grow business. So that is what, like, how you have to look at it in your perspective. Right now, if I were you, I would be sitting down and saying, what am I doing wrong? List off everything that you feel you're doing wrong. Forget the parents. That's a big mistake in itself. Do not even get me started on that. You need to just say to your parents, I'm doing what I need to do right now. I got into the program for you. Go start the program. Go start it. You might even like it. You can always swap it down to do a part-time thing or decide not to do it. What I would be doing is saying, if you're not going to help me, don't fight with me. Don't make things negative. Don't bring negativity into my life. I need to be positive right now. And what I would do is, after making this list, look at all the things you're doing wrong and change them. Start changing. Your habits are probably not where they should be. So let's try introducing better habits. How many times are you going out networking? Or have you gone out networking? Go to your local chamber and see when they're networking. Okay? I guarantee you, if you go out and you talk with the local chamber and you say, when are your events? I'd like to come out. This is my problem right now. I graduated. I'm looking for a job. They will introduce you to people when you walk into that door. You won't even have to go walk around to find people. And all you need to do is go make some business cards. Okay, go on wherever, pay $50, write your name down. Okay, write your contact. Okay, and put in your specifications of what degree you have and all that stuff. So then just give that card to people when you meet them. And you tell them, hey, I just graduated and I love small business. I love medium-sized business. I'm looking for a job and I really don't know 100% where I want to be, because I'm seeing that everything that everybody's doing here it's quite cool, the variety of businesses that exist. And I'd like to sit down and have a coffee with you. I like to sit down and talk and see what you've been doing and how I could get into that environment. Okay? The local chamber, if you go to the morning events, it's usually, any chamber I've been to, the morning events are usually the business suits. And that's like, banks and all that. And the events, and you have to pay usually for those events. The evening events are usually small business, people that are working their 9 to 5 at their own establishment, and then they can't get out to the morning ones. And what you want to do is look at it from that perspective. Let me go meet people. Opportunity. Opportunity, opportunity, opportunity. How do I open doors? I open doors by going and talking with people. Go to as many meetups as you can. Go meet people like you wouldn't believe. Okay? You'll be shocked at how many events. You could go to 5 events every week. Okay, every evening hit up an event, and what you'll see is all these people pop up and emerge, and you join them onto LinkedIn. They go on your profile, they start talking to you, and they'll introduce you to the right people at the right time. They get to know you and they'll introduce you. It could be that you land a job right away you don't like. You keep doing this. You just need a job. Get that job, get that experience. Once your experience starts growing up and you start meeting more people, people see your value, that changes everything for you, because now you have relationships that you can bounce off of. You're not directly just applying, okay? You're not. I get people calling me who I've known for years, who I've talked maybe a couple times, handful of times, who will email me with job opportunities, who will email me or call me and say, hey, I have somebody who would love you to work on their team. Would you be willing to go work with them? Okay, and yes, there's 6-figure jobs, salary jobs. I'm not there. I'm not that guy. Okay, I'm doing what I love to do. I love doing all the startups and working in this manner. And this is how a lot of people come to me for startups. This is how, through the years, people have come up to me and said, hey, I'm building this. Can you help me on my startup? And I jump into the startup either from sweat equity point perspective, putting money into it, or just bringing in the right people at the right time and managing from that perspective. There's different aspects that I take, but that opportunity comes from networking. I go out, I meet, I talk, I tell them what I can do for them, and then I look for the people that can actually perform future-wise, have that character, who can actually grow, and I want to be around those people, because those people are the people that actually start talking and networking out and know a lot of people, and they start moving forward because they're really charismatic. They want to succeed, and once you befriend these people, your life will change. You'll actually want to stay in that MBA, for long term, okay? You'll actually want to work harder than ever before because they pump you up. And it's meeting these people that will pump you up, okay? At the same time, what I would be doing as I'm doing all this is go and apply to any job you find. Just keep applying. I would go to your local community, check your resume over, okay, your local community office for HR, for unemployment, all that, okay? Go find an office, review your resume, walk through it. You can pay for somebody to do it professionally and get it nicely done, okay? And you go apply at as many jobs as you can. You will get more interviews with more jobs. They will call you. Okay, do not be picky. All you need is experience, and you need to be there for like 6 months to a year. And you work through it. It might not even be something you ever thought you'd want to do, but you do it for experience. Same time, network. Network, network, network. The MBA, the accounting, maybe it's accounting that you want to rethink. Maybe you want to go do an MBA and focus in like marketing, or maybe something that is along the lines that suits you. Maybe it's not even an MBA. When I went to finish my MBA, I got in and I ended up not doing it. And the big thing was I looked at it as an opportunity for networking. I looked at it to meet people and so on and so forth. But at the same time, I ended up doing my PMP, the Project Management Professional, because I met a few people that pushed me to do these contracts, and they said, if you don't have your PMP, I can't give you the contract. Or if you don't have your MBA, I can't give you the contract. And I went with the PMP because, quite frankly, I thought it'd be easier and it'd be quicker. Okay, and that designation was quicker. It was a learning curve for me, and it was more on the line of language and English and all that stuff. I really learned a lot in that manner, but it was a learning curve as well when I took the courses. And all of a sudden, I'm sitting beside a construction guy, and this construction guy, okay, he's telling me stuff that blows my mind, and I'm like, how the hell do you actually think that would work? Okay, and then he goes, well, because of this, this, and this, and this. And then I'm like, wow, I just learned something. And it was great. And all of a sudden, they're like, well, what do you do? And then I tell them what I did. And they're like, how the hell do you think that would work? And then all of a sudden, we start learning off of each other. Fast forward, okay, I'm working with these construction guys on their projects and showing them different things that, from a startup, from a business perspective view, how they can increase their revenues. And at the same time, they're teaching me different aspects of project management that I never thought about. It was a great experience, and long term, I made a lot of opportunity, okay, become real, and it was great. What are you doing right now? How are you moving forward? I will be making more videos on that whole construction stuff and all that. Great experience for me, and I think a lot of people will learn from it, and especially if I do these videos on project management. A lot of people out there doing the project management designations, and it's one of those things where you got to look at what do you want to do. This will give you the time and opportunity to find it. Okay, meeting people who do certain things that you never thought were possible. I met a guy once who all he does is buy trucks and rents them. And in my mind, it never clicks. It never clicked. It didn't until I met this guy. And what he does is he buys trucks and rents them for companies who can't buy trucks and deliver their goods. That's all he does. Now, until I started, and I was out of university, this and that, but until I left university and actually entered the real world and started networking, I didn't know that existed. Nobody in school taught me that. Nobody told me you can do that. Nobody told me that people buy trucks and rent out and buy all this food and send it up north and make thousands upon thousands of dollars. Never clicked in because I never looked at it. And this is why I urge you, start looking at those opportunities that exist, and you'll look at them by going out and networking. And maybe it's not a big corporation that you need to be in. Maybe it's a small venture. Maybe it's a startup. Okay, maybe it's a mom and pop shop, and by that I mean somebody who's making 5, 6, 10 million and needs somebody like you to do all this legwork before you move into a growth stage with the company. You don't know what can get you. Keep doing the MBA. Focus on what you need to be doing. Tell your parents what you're going to be doing and plan it out. But when you plan, you execute. If you want more details and you want to go through more of what you're doing and how you're doing it, just connect with me through my website, book an appointment, and we can actually go through the details and walk through your mentality and your state, what you're doing, why you're feeling like this. And once you see that the progression happening, and you land a few jobs and you meet all these awesome people and they start sitting down and having coffee with you and they start offering you opportunities to go meet other people, your life will change. And quite frankly, your friends, like maybe they landed a job. I could tell you from my experience, okay? A lot of my friends are still at the same job from 5 years ago, from 10 years ago. They're still in the same company. And every time I talk to them, they're like, oh, we got a mortgage with my wife and I'm trying to make a move, but I haven't been able to make a move. And they're there because they never had this opportunity you have. This is an opportunity for you. You can actually go out and see what life is like and see what's out there, and you have no strings attached to any of it. You don't even have the family aspect and the kids and any commitments. All you have is your parents, and your parents can be handled easy. All you have to do is set up the plan and tell them, I'm going to be doing this, and this is how it's going to work, and execute. Okay, and if you want to connect with me, please go on my website, mentorsapproach.com, and book an appointment. Again, my name is Nicholas Rentas, mentorsapproach.com. Thank you.